Libra, hey there, Melissa here to do your weekly love reading for the week of December 21st through the 27th. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Woohoo! It's not going to resonate for all Libras. If it does resonate for you, I'd love a like and a subscribe from you. If you already are subscribed, thank you so much, and welcome back. This is a love reading. We're going to be looking at the energy you bring to the connection, the energy the person you have in mind brings. Looks like we're manifesting it. And then a potential outcome between the two. Ruh-roh, Ruby, are we being a little offensive, though? So anyways, anywhere from single to married, anywhere in between, and just whoever you have on your sweet little mind of yours. Let's get at your love life, because I can't remember. Oh, anything you need to know about me, you can find in the About section of my channel. Anything you need to know about leaving the channel a donation or a book in your personal reading, you can find in the description box below. Let's get at your love life. Libra, we got communication coming from you. So the energy you bring to the connection is the Eight of Wands. Let me speak here. Let me use my words. Oh my God, I'm loving this energy. The person you have in mind brings the Ten of Pentacles, happily ever after, happy everything. The potential outcome between the two is rejection. The Four of Cups, we'll figure it out. We'll get there. Maybe we're going through a spiritual awakening of some sort after heartbreak and total transformation. Cycles ending, true love, dreams, self-worth, stepping out of a comfort zone. All right, so this is a successful completion to a very traumatic cycle or a long, lifelong cycle. The trauma really comes when you are transforming into this new you. It's almost like you're finally seeing yourself correctly. I believe this is self. I feel like it's the perception of yourself finally being healed and being able to see yourself correctly, in turn being able to see the entire world as it is instead of as it appeared. Which is an amazing place to be, but it's an uncomfortable spot to get to, because I always like to tell people my last awakening, which this kind of signifies is this awakening process. I remember kind of looking around. It was almost like I woke up and I looked around and I went, oh my God, whoa. Like everything was different. It was crazy. Nothing, everything that was said to me, I would hear the words, but I would actually consume the reality of what was being said to me instead of the words that were being said to me, if that makes sense. What a weird message coming through for you guys. But I don't think what you've gone through some serious pain, heartache, and I think that is what has led you to this major transformation and this major awakening. In itself, the awakening process can cause that broken heart. Several things happen. You have to let go of people that are not on that level with you, and it's not because you don't love them, it's because they are still on this, sort of level where they're seeing things superficial around the surface, and including, when you start to see things after whoever I'm reading for has been through an awakening. And once you go through this awakening, you kind of realize that all the things that we thought mattered really don't. The frivolous things, the sort of, you need to have this, fit in, do that, whatever. And so the people that you love are still in that spot. So they're judging you every step of your way as you let go of material things, as you no longer care for the finer things in life or money or this, or, you know what I mean? This is what my awakening has consisted of anyways. Just really not caring about the things that I used to care about, that I thought mattered. A nice car, a nice place, a nice, you know what I mean? So what really does matter is your purpose, and that's you being called to your purpose. What really matters is feeding your own soul and knowing what you're here for. What feeds your soul the most is knowing what you're here for and being able to walk in that, feeling like you've accomplished something. I know they have like a book on literally making your bed every day, so you feel like you've walked into the day already having accomplished something. Can you imagine if what you were doing is not making your bed, but actually living your purpose every day? The feeling is so magnificent. It's like no drug, no alcohol, no nothing can get you to this level of intoxication. Wow, that's a lot for the Judgment card. A lot of drama in the energy today. So this could be the big whatever that thing is, the Great Conjunction. I feel everything astrologically on a very deep level, and I am very uninformed by humans, so I only know what I'm feeling. I have no information on why I'm feeling it. So whatever's going on in the stars today, or in the universe today, is clearly it's very big. It feels very big. And you have the Eight of Wands. I feel like this is you communicating very clearly whatever your needs, wants, desires are. After we go through the awakening process, that's it. We no longer need to hide our true desires. We know that anything that is true and from within us is right for us. And anybody who doesn't accept and allow us to be that person just really isn't meant to be in our lives, and that's okay. Send love. You're being clear. This means the conclusion of a confusing situation, and so you're clearing things up with this person who is your everything. Ten of Pentacles. This is, again, abundance in all areas, and it all stems from what we were just talking about. Knowing, or maybe this was Gemini I was talking about with abundance. True abundance is truly accepting the youest you, the truest you, and then working your way from the inside out. The abundance starts within the inside of us, and the more we can accept ourselves, the more we can evolve as a human, and that is when true and pure abundance comes in. Anything that is around you is abundant, as far as you can tell. Everything feels abundant. That's what I'm getting right now. We got the Four of Cups in your potential outcome. I feel like my passion level needs to go down just a smidge. But we got the Four of Cups as your potential outcome. This is possible that there has been a rejection of this connection in the past, but it's coming back in after. The Judgment card can also be a reconciliation of a relationship. If you guys are currently on a break, it does look like it is coming back with some clarity on your part. It does look like they have to offer this happy ever after. And again, I think one or both of you have rejected this situation in the past, but we'll get more to the story. I think we are ready to stop rejecting whatever this is. Maybe with astrologically what's going on. I think that I know the age of Aquarius is really about just being unapologetically you, as far as I can feel. All of the readings that I've been doing just feel that way, and every revelation and download that comes through is be you, be you, be you, fly that freak flag. So this must be the age of Aquarian is all I can come up with, because it is aggressively being downloaded to the point where I'm like, okay, like if I pee wrong, it's like, what the heck? Sorry about that, by the way. Anyway, let's get at it. So some major transformation has gone on, is still going on. The Death card, the Fool card, the Seven of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. The Seven to the Eight of Wands, I think that's fun. But what I think is going on here is you have transformed yourself completely. This has caused you to realize, and I've gone through this exact awakening process, that the only way to truly fight anything or anyone in this world is by not fighting. The fight is what's causing the fighting. The fighting is what's causing the fighting, okay? So this is you realizing that, putting the wands down and realizing that the only way to get anywhere in this world is by truly being peaceful within, true with yourself, true to yourself, and I think shutting out all the noise, communicating clearly but not taking in too much. There is a lot out there being, misinformed and misled, and, so I feel like this is you shutting out all of their noise and really just getting right with yourself, and I love it. And a huge major transformation that brings you to the space of really being ready to take this leap of faith and communicate to whomever it is you have in mind here. Your person has the Ten of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, the Magician, and the Nine of Swords. Ruh-roh, Ruby. Okay, now this is feeling like a breakup. How could it have felt so powerful? I mean, the Four of Cups does more communication. I feel like you might be breaking up with somebody, if I'm being honest with you. I feel like you're taking a leap of faith away from somebody. If I'm looking at it all clearly now, this person is stressed out. They're walking away. I think you might have kids together and a family together. And you're just keeping the peace like the Libra would. I don't know. You'll have to, that is what I'm getting now on the whole thing. It just does look like you're going through a major transformation, and maybe they're trying to manifest their way through this as well. They do seem stressed out and like they're walking away. I don't know if they're doing that by choice or what's going on, but the Magician is usually, I love the Magician, but it also can signify somebody who's very resourceful. And so much so that sometimes a really resourceful person will jump into a situation that isn't right for them just because it's resourceful. It's a resourcefully sound decision. And so that's what I'm actually picking up on it right now, is that that they felt this was, you are their resource. And whatever that financial stability, if you're their rock, kind of. I do feel like they have been taking you in and on as their rock and their resourcefulness, and I feel like they're walking away. And I don't know if it's because you left them and you've communicated that to them, that this is that you're walking away, yeah, this is definitely, let me get more on the outcome. Obviously, it's all making sense to me now. It's almost like you're going through this rebirth, but it's like letting go of this relationship to come into the you that you really are. You know, this relationship kind of feels now more about the, I don't know, the finances, resourcefulness than it does about true deep connection. But it does look like balance is coming. Oh my God, what the heck, you guys? Maybe that's what this is saying, is that you're both ready to walk away, but there is going to be some... Well, you just take it how it is. This is the information that's coming through. This is a very powerful reading, I will say that, when you have an overarching energy as a major arcana. This is a powerful energy. There is a lot of pain in this situation. There is a lot of stress and anxiety. There is walking away from things. I think frivolous things that no longer serve. And I believe this connection is that frivolous thing, that maybe you guys had passion, physical attraction, but you never connected fully to spirit together, which I think, you know, the only relationship anybody should ever have. But of course we all need experience, right? So I'm not saying that, but the one we end up with should be somebody that we connect fully with in the spirit world and fully with on the surface in the ego as well. And so what I'm getting here is that you connected really well in the ego together, and that there was a little bit of a lack of spiritual connection there. But this Temperance card could mean that you guys are trying to do that now. As far as this is a balance of two elements, and maybe you are trying to balance or really bring together the two spirits, and really come to you need to be able to connect on a spiritual level. This means you'll have similar values, similar passions, similar purpose here on Earth. And so once you can find out which of your little things connect with the other person's little thing, I feel like that's how you'll connect each other's spirits. That's what I'm getting right now, by the way. I don't know. You know, obviously, I feel like there's almost like you're in a relationship, but you're not really paying attention to each other. And I feel like once you come up with the idea of, this is kind of like a revelation, have a revelation about, maybe you're just trying to connect in the wrong areas of your lives. Think about something that you both enjoy, maybe that you never do, and try to do that together. This is what I'm getting right now, which is a very interesting, and that'll bring this sort of romance back into this connection. I feel like this is a connection that has what it takes, but is absolutely ignoring the romance, which, by the way, is a mandatory situation in a love connection. If the romance is gone, you might as well not be with each other. There's no reason. You are each other's romantic relief. You're each other's relief from the world. The world is pretty sketchy right now. And I do feel like if you can come up with, now you have this, I have this revelation, whether or not you did, it's really signifying that if you guys can come up with something that you do both enjoy, again, this is probably something you haven't done in 10 years, they haven't done in 10 years, so you didn't even know you both enjoyed it, okay? But maybe have a sit down, talk to each other about the things that you like. When you come up with a common thing, really feed that together and start there. And then I think you'll be able to, that will blossom. Your spiritual connection will blossom from there. That's what I'm getting. When downloads come through, this is stuff I've never heard, by the way. So when downloads come through, I just I give them, and it sounds pretty cool. I mean, it sounds like it would work. So do it. If there's a lack of passion in the connection. It says, expression. You are ready to manifest your thoughts and transform them into acts of love. Yes. Did we literally just talk about that? You need to sit down, have a brainstorm together, and manifest them into love with each other. That is real. That was cool. That was literally just said what I just said. And then it says Sagittarius and 8. The lucky number 8, maybe on the 8th. Plan a date. Do something romantic. And then in that romantic date moment, really get to know each other again. I feel like with all that's gone on globally, we have just forgotten who we are and who each other are. So I feel like this is stating get to know each other again, and then really feed the commonalities in you, and stop focusing on the things that you do not agree on. All right. I love you so much. I'll see you next week. Mwah.